everybody, it's Starla with ExpressionsVinyl.com, and today we're going to be talking about glitter adhesive vinyl. We're going to make a fun, simple, easy project with our Cricut Air 2 today. So let's go on over to Cricut Design Space and set it up. Okay, so we're first going to go into our images panel and we're going to make something beautiful. So here we go. I make beautiful things. It's on the Cricut Access, super easy to access, and all you're going to do is insert the image. Alright, so now that we've got our image into our design space, we first want to make sure that it's sized right for our box. So you can go to the bottom left hand corner and unlock it, which means you can size it every which way. We're going to make ours about 6 3/4 inches by about 4.5. You can do it manually, or you can go up to the top and enter in your exact dimensions. And there you go. Okay, super easy. So now all you have to do is ungroup it to get your two different colors separated. All right, there we go. Okay, now you're ready to make it. All right, now that we're in our matte prep page, it'll separate it into the two different colors. So one today is going to be white and one's going to be our glitter. So let's first set up our matte and make it ready to go to the machine. All right, so since our first matte is our I make things, we're first going to load in our 631 white and just line it up on your mat and smooth it down. And we're just going to load it into the machine. And to load that, you just push the arrow button and it'll go for you. All right, going back to our Cricut design page, now that we've got our mat loaded, we're just going to hit continue, and then we will have to select which machine we are using, and today we're using the Air 2. When I first turn it on, it's going to be set to whatever I used it last. Last time we used Paper Plus. So in order to change that, on the Air 2 there is a dial, and so I'm just going to change it to vinyl, and it will in turn change on the screen. Then all you have to do is push your Cricut and you are ready to go. Okay, so now that we're done cutting, your program will tell you that it is time to unload the mat, and all you have to do is select the same arrow and unload it. And then I like to flip my mat over to pull my vinyl off. That'll help make it not ripple and damage your vinyl. Okay, so because we have two vinyls we're working with today, we're going to repeat the same process by taking your glitter and attaching it to your mat. But since glitter is a little bit thicker, you will want to change it to Vinyl Plus. So just turn it just one knob more and it will change on the computer to Vinyl Plus. And then go ahead, it'll default to the next mat, so you don't have to do anything. And just go ahead and load it again. And when your Cricut icon lights up, you're ready to go. All right, now that your glitter is finished cutting, you're just going to unload it from your machine and then remove the vinyl by peeling back the mat from the vinyl. And we do recommend doing test cuts because your blade could need adjusting just a little bit. Okay, so now we are ready to weed out our images. All right, so I'm just going to start by trimming out my image with my box knife. And I'm just going to do that on both types of vinyl. Okay, so then we're just going to take from one corner and just pull away all of the negative space, or all the vinyl that you don't want in your project. And do that for both vinyls. Okay, so now that we've got both of our images cut out, we need to put transfer tape on top of them so we can move them to our project. So the easiest way to do that is just line up your images and just trim out your transfer tape. Okay, just like that. All right, and then you're just gonna take your transfer tape and pull the backing away, just a little bit. And then line it up. And then very carefully, so you avoid bubbles, just flatten it down. Super simple. And then do the same thing with your other vinyl. All right, and then taking your application tool, you're just gonna burnish it so the transfer tape really sticks onto it, and it'll make it easier to move to your project. Okay, so we are just going to add our fun little phrase onto our wood box here. So you're gonna do the same concept like you did with the transfer tape. Take your backing away and line it up. And then burnish it onto your surface. And the 631 is a removable vinyl. So for projects like this, they're not gonna come in contact with water. It's a good vinyl to use. All right, and then you're just gonna take your second layer and do the same thing. The benefit of using the clear transfer tape is that you can see what you've just put on there, so you can make sure and line everything up just how it needs to be. And then burnish again. A simple, easy project. You can do the same type of designs or find fun fonts that are similar in Cricut or Silhouette. Be sure to check us out at expressionsvinyl.com for more fun project ideas. Thanks for watching. Bye.